And welcome to Between Sessions. I'm Shauna Wilder, licensed professional counselor and certified holistic sex therapist. And I know what you're thinking, but no, I didn't actually have the best sex ever last night.
Boo. Boo.
And with me, as always, is Sid, the producer.
Hey, guys.
Sid. What's up, man?
Living the dream. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and
There is. What kind of dream is it? This surely a bad dream, right?
it's not a great dream.
It ain't great.
It's a dream of change, you know? You just kind of walk around to high school without your pants, just understanding you don't have pants on.
I never had that understanding of that dream.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not an anxiety dream. At this point, it's an acceptance dream.
It's a reality dream.
Yeah, this is just,
We're
here with no pants, and we're just hoping for the best.
Doing the Pooh Bear.
Doing the Pooh Bear. The question is, where have you been?
Man, I don't even know what damn day it is.
Anybody knows, we've been off for like 3 weeks. It wasn't for this guy.
No, I don't feel like I've seen daylight. I barely come out for potty breaks and caffeine.
The bear's been hibernating.
The interval between Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day is like my tax season. Like everybody falls apart, and so I've just been swamped.
Having to put it all back together.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It does. Things always seem to fall off. And sometimes I think they're just barely maintaining it, like during the holidays, like during Christmas or whatever.
Waiting.
And then it just falls off the cliff after that.
Oof.
So a lot of this stuff is still leftover shit from Christmas. Like you got too drunk and told my sister-in-law she was an ugly bitch. And that was a real one.
We didn't address this. We have to go get professional help of why you called my sister an ugly bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the wife was like, I think he hates women. And he's like, I don't hate women. I hate that bitch, but I don't hate women.
And that's not all women. I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's what it is.
Turns out what the wife didn't know is that, let's see, let me count the ways. Like, number one, the sister-in-law had been dogging out her husband the whole time.
Oh, wow.
And then not my patient, like her husband.
Oh.
In front of my patient, my male patient.
Right.
Right. And then also the sister-in-law had insulted their child. And my patient wife didn't see that part.
Oh.
So there was a lot kind of like going on that wasn't clocking.
Right.
Or that the wife was just like, well, that's just how she is.
So she just thinks he's overreacting.
And so the husband of the couple was like, well, that ain't okay with me.
Hey,
so
that speaks a lot to them waiting for professional help to have that conversation.
Exactly. And then I have things where like I had a husband come in and tell me that he went to make a Valentine's Day reservation at a restaurant and found out that a reservation with that same last name had been made about a month before.
You're lying.
For a time at which he would still be at work.
She was at work.
So the wife made a reservation for somebody to have Valentine's Day dinner at that same restaurant.
How nice was the restaurant? Are we talking like Papados?
A nice steakhouse, Perry's. Ooh. Yeah, nice place, right?
That's a little expensive, yeah.
So she'd made a reservation probably for the side piece in her at a time when the husband was still at work. And that's how we found out. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like Did
she do the investigation? Like, did he like dig in and try to figure out like?
No, he's been knowing. He's been knowing for a bit and trying to just kind of like figure out what he was going to do.
Well,
yeah.
I'm curious to see how that turns for him. Congratulations to him.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
And then there's also just, seasonal allergies that are awesome. So that it's been great. Like me trying to like help people duct tape their marriages back together while I'm fighting through brain fog.
Yep.
And just trying not to snot on myself every 5 seconds.
What was it that wasn't the pollen over the past few months?
Pollen shot up.
But there's a very specific one.
Texas cedar.
Cedar. There it is. The cedar was
it's the cedar fever.
Brutal.
Brutal. HEB has, which, any Texan will tell you we love HEB. Mm-hmm. But they have this sublingual supplement that you can get that's supposed to help combat cedar fever.
Really?
Yeah, and I take it and it does help. But you have to stay aware. You have to basically watch the levels, of the reported levels of cedar in the air or whatever, and kind of get ahead of the curve. You can't start it in the middle of like, I don't know why I can't breathe, and then try to do it. It's not going to help you as much.
You have to boost the immunity first and then address the problem.
And then do it all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So like my dog's in the thunderstorm the other night. It was, you have to give it to him beforehand, not during.
That's so funny. My cats just kept sitting up and looking. Yeah. Like, what is that?
There's a lot of anxiety going around.
That's right. Good. Yeah, that's very true.
The deaf one is kind of becoming very calm as a cucumber now, though. She just can't hear it. She's living her best life.
She's just like, she's looking at the other dog going, what's your problem?
She doesn't even look. She's just like.
Oh, she's not even aware when the other one jumps.
She can't hear it.
That's fantastic.
If it gets real, like it has to be like real close.
Yeah.
And she'll feel it.
She can feel it. Like, yeah.
What? The thing. But the shepherd, her big ears, she hears everything for miles. And she just feels that concussion wave and it messes her up.
See, I think a deaf dog would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I don't like yippy and barky dogs.
It also helps with like the cat mentality.
That's true.
You know, where like they don't instinctively come to you unless you like,
yeah, come here.
Hey.
That's very true.
Yeah, you might want to think about it. Or Shibu Inus. Cat people love Shibus.
They're cute.
They are adorable.
Cute. My cats, so since I've been we've talked about this, I'm a home DIY person, and I've been creating the like Uber dresser, like with just all of the kitchen. I've decided to just buy kitchen base cabinets and put them all together into one bedroom dresser, right?
In this economy, we make everything work.
That's the best we can do. So I've been painting and lacquering and all this kind of stuff. And my cat keeps compulsively, like if there's wet paint, I swear it's like a magnet. The cat just jumps right on it. I have little green paw prints on my floor in a couple places. It's precious until it's not. Until he jumps on something fabric, and then you're like, I'm going to kill you. I'm not.
You should.
I'm not.
You should go get some clear coat and preserve those paw prints forever. You'll always remember that one paw print.
He's just helping decorate.
Yeah, us. He's doing the job.
My God, he jumped in the dryer the other day, and I was like, you have no self-protection at all. Anyways,
at least the door was still open.
Okay, enough. Do we have a pet podcast?
We should. Have you thought about pet psychiatry? I think you'd be very good at it.
As long as it's not pet sex. I don't really want to get into that. That's going to be weird.
Why don't you think?
Or interspecies.
Right.
No.
She doesn't reciprocate. No shit.
She keeps biting me. I don't know why. That's disgusting.
Is there anything we can do? No.
Oh, we're 5 minutes into this and we're already dark again. My God.
It's dark times.
Okay, let's get on to our first segment here. What do you got?
All right, so today I've got an email.
Okay.
And I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Again, I'm sorry.
Which, by the way, I do not blame. Listen, I've been out. I've been absentee. I do not blame you people for not blowing up the hotline when I'm not putting out content. Like, I wouldn't want to get in line for a closed shop either. So I kind of understand. But please, if you can see your way to it, 682-422-7732. Again, 682-422-7732. Call, leave us your stories, your comments, your critiques, anything.
Or you can email us
at hello@betweensessionspodcast.com. That is hello@betweensessionspodcast.com.
So right. With that being said, that is where the email came from.
Okay, great. Go. Right. Let's go.
All right, guys. So this is from Tara. And Tara says, my husband and I have a strained relationship, and I would prefer to separate, but he is completely against divorce.
Starting off good.
All right. Okay. Yeah. We're really getting it out there. Several years ago, I put the responsibility on him to find a therapist for us if he wanted to salvage our relationship. And now...
okay, so she said, you don't want a divorce, find us a therapist.
Right. So
fair.
If we're going to work on it, we need professional help to work on it.
Okay. Yeah.
And only now has he found us a therapist, and we have been going almost every week for about 4 months. Good progress.
Solid.
Both of you together.
Okay.
Once a week.
Yeah.
That's what, 16 sessions already?
That's the recommended dosage, yes.
I wonder if they've cried.
I bet somebody has.
Oh, I bet somebody has.
Maybe it's the therapist.
Could be the therapist. My husband really seems to respect the therapist he chose. Male, former law enforcement, presumably.
Hold on. The arc from police to therapist is crazy.
No, he's a social profiler, right? Like, isn't that like their specialty? I've watched all the Dick Wolf shows. Like
Dick Wolf.
Like
I'm
those
pretty
cops
sure
know
we
everything.
Can't say that on TV. That's my favorite 40 Rock quote.
That's so funny.
Okay. Anyways,
Tina Fey is amazing.
Totally.
Presumably because they have a lot in common, and I think he is great as well.
Okay.
He gives a lot of very unbiased and constructive feedback to both of us. He helps us communicate our feelings in the session. Okay? Sounds like he's doing his job.
Yeah.
The problem is that my husband will participate in the session, but he doesn't use any of it outside of the session.
Oh.
Okay. So application
we're
is
just
half the battle.
sandbagging it here.
Right. You're just letting the water build up until the next session.
That would be a problem.
Yeah. Especially, I'm sure she has questions after. Not even like the drive home. That's crazy.
Silence, angry silence.
He still doesn't communicate respectfully with me.
Either
He
one.
still gets extremely defensive when I talk about my feelings or frustrations or overall. He just avoids talking to me.
That's healthy.
As for me, I can try to use the new tools when when he's talking to me, but I rarely will because she doesn't get talked to.
That's right.
So she's also losing the ability to
put me in, coach,
connect and improve herself because of this.
So even if she could do something, he's not opening the door for her.
She is doing something and she can't even practice.
Well, that's what I'm saying though.
Like she can't even practice the workout.
Yeah. Awesome.
So you're teaching you have a coach and you have a personal trainer for hockey, but you locked the skating rink every time you leave.
That's great.
Because if you're not there with the coach, you're not playing hockey.
This guy sounds really cool.
So good. Watch Heated Rivalry. It's amazing.
Yeah.
At our most recent session, our therapist gave us homework.
I love
and
that.
setting aside time for one another each night after we put our kids to bed. Oh,
very important.
Kids. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Another
not surprised
point.
Yeah.
However, this week we only did that on one night. That means the other 6 days we didn't really talk to each other at all.
That's not a good average.
1 and 6. What is a good average? 5 and 6?
Well,
4 and 6?
If he was saying every night, what's really good is every night.
It's not a passing grade, that's for sure.
But you're
not doing your homework, bud.
Yeah, right. You're scoring like a 20
out
of 100.
You're not doing it.
Come on. And it makes me feel, I don't know, she didn't say the order, but it makes me feel like that one time of talking was like so skin crawlingly bad for him that he's like, nah, I'm not doing this again.
I want to believe that he was so skin crawlingly good at it that he didn't feel like he needed it for the next 6
let's give him
6 days. You know, like he just crushed it. He was like, no point in talking about feelings anymore. I did it.
Doesn't seem like she thinks so, but okay.
She has questions.
I'll let you run with that. We'll let Sydney be the optimist today.
I am the optimist.
That's a switch for him. So
I'm defending the man. Shocking. Especially the avoidant man.
That is shocking for you. That is shocking for you.
Okay, I'm defending the avoidant. That's not shocking.
That's
the man
not
part
shocking.
Is.
Yes.
Okay, we have a lot of
Hello, my name
conflicts.
is Sydney, and I am an avoidant attachment style.
I have an avoidant attachment style.
Okay.
I learned that I avoid a lot of things. We have a lot of scheduling conflicts because of my husband's work, but on his days off, he just sits and plays video games. So that's your problem. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now.
Yeah, she's a PlayStation widow.
Yeah, she is. People don't talk about that enough.
Yep.
One day a week, I tried to talk to him about something, and he just walked away from me, went to the basement, watched a movie by himself because he said I wasn't treating him nicely. You know what, though?
Oh.
As an avoidant, that's a conversation.
That's a conversation?
I feel like him expressing that
you're not
he
treating
isn't
me nicely.
treating me well, like... The fact that he's bringing up any kind of like issue is a step. He could just go down there and acknowledge.
No. First of all, we don't know that it's a step.
That's true.
We don't know if that's maybe their baseline.
Sounds like it is their baseline.
It does. Because it's kind of like she's saying he's not doing anything different. Or at least so little different.
But I would argue that it says here that she wasn't I wasn't treating him nicely. That stuck in her mind, so maybe it is new.
Yeah, maybe.
But he could just be using it as a defensive tactic to go play Call of Duty, and that's to be fair.
But is it a conversation if you make a declarative statement and then walk off?
As an avoidant, yes.
No,
because
that's
I
not.
need like 4 hours to process what I just said, much less what is going to be said after it.
Maybe in your head it is movement, but I struggle to label it a conversation. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
I will say movement. I'm not going to give a conversation.
I was like,
you
it's
are right
more
on that.
of
There's
just
not a
like
back and forth.
a memo that got sent out
Didn't you get the thing I sent you? Yeah.
rather than a
Exactly.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I got it. She didn't treat him nicely. He threw a fit and went and watched a movie by himself. I would be interested, one, in listening to the conversations he's having while playing video games, because those waiting rooms are brutal.
Yeah.
Two, what movie was he watching?
I knew you were going to say that. I absolutely knew you were going to say that.
It can speak to like where you are mentally.
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching a lot of like 1960s like Japanese Ronin movies lately, and I'm like, oh, this is just John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick just completely ripped off the 1960s Japanese context. But it speaks to where my head is mentally. I'm not.
How does that speak to where your head is mentally?
It's very calming.
Like combat movies?
Action movies, they're very calm.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of violence because it happens real quick.
Yeah.
In the 1960s, they didn't do like the Bruce Lee where it like elongates it.
Yeah.
It was like swordplay. Like literally, it's like, oh, somebody's hand just got cut off. Like this duel is over.
Is it also possibly satisfying because like the good guy is triumphing? Is that part of it maybe?
So these are Ronin stories. There's no such thing as a good guy.
Well, the person you're kind of rooting for, I guess.
There's the person who isn't killing the villagers.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
But
there's that.
They killed a lot of other people.
I'm not saying they're not morally gray.
It's all gray.
Okay. All right, get back to the email.
Okay. Our therapist has encouraged me to avoid setting expectations in my marriage because that leads to disappointment and further resentment. Yikes. And that is what I expect a man to say.
Yeah. I don't.
This guy.
I feel like, I feel like in big ways, like me talking about having gone missing for Valentine's Day.
Right.
I feel like if you have an expectation that X, Y, and Z has to happen on Valentine's Day, then yeah, you're setting yourself up for some disappointment. If you have an expectation that we mention that it's Valentine's Day as a bare minimum, I don't think that that's really a big expectation. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like part of what we're talking about here is like just kind of standards of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is how we will and will not behave with one another. I wouldn't call that necessarily a big expectation. You know what I mean? Like I feel like an expectation is maybe like a once and every now and then kind of thing, not reciprocity. I don't think reciprocity is necessarily that big of an expectation. Does that make sense? I
mean, yes, it does make sense. But in this case, it sounds like she wants to have that communication. The expectation was set by the therapist for everybody. So first and foremost, the therapist is the one that assigned homework of spending an hour talking to everybody.
Yeah.
So the expectation was set for the therapist to be like, well, you probably shouldn't put expectations because then you'll have disappointment and further resentment. Be like, you set the expectation.
You're like, what is this guy on?
Yeah. Who are we talking to here?
All right, fair.
So avoidance running the world. This is avoidant talking to an avoidant therapist in avoidant ways. I get it. Okay. I don't believe in it, but I definitely get what's going on here.
But it's running amok.
Right. So this is something I've been working especially hard on. When he lets me down or doesn't respond or react in the way I expect, I try not to let it bother me. Okay.
Okay.
I have sort of grown to the expect nothing from him. Okay, so that's...
Okay. So she's trying her best to embrace whatever advice this is.
I have sort of grown to just expect nothing from him. That sounds like she's letting go.
Yeah.
Not growing.
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you try to lower your expectations and then someone actually does something, okay, win-win, right? But if you try to lower your expectations and they still do nothing, everybody loses.
All right, so we have 3 sentences left of this.
Okay.
Comment in the bottom if you think something positive comes out of those 3 sentences.
What's your guess? Type
Good.
it in the chat.
Now we're talking it 3 times a day, like 3 times a week? Like,
yeah.
Let me know. I try not to let it bother me. I've sort of grown to expect nothing from him. But the problem is I feel like I have become more numb than ever. Right.
Yeah.
She started this off saying she wanted a divorce. I've been unhappy in my marriage for a long time, but trying to ignore the lack of effort feels like I've given up.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. See?
Right.
Yeah.
You
start to detach.
Is this something that comes with time? Yeah. Complete disconnection comes from that in time.
Yeah.
Have you seen those 1950s marriages where the wife is just dousing caffeine and anxiety pills?
I think what she's trying to ask is, would something catch fire for him at some point? Right? Like, is he going to put the wires together and start figuring out how to do the thing in therapy?
Right. The question is he doing, how good is he doing in therapy? Like, because she's talking about giving him the praise of like, we're in therapy. We're working on it together. We're not working on anything outside of it. Is it so stellar in that hour?
The feeling I'm getting off of this, and kind of to your point, maybe he's acting good. He's faking good in therapy.
Right.
He's nodding. Yes, I understand. And then there's nothing that carries over. So he's just doing lip service, basically, right about now. Okay. My advice, instead of asking, is he going to pick up the skills at some point in time? That's bad advice, I would say, because we don't know when that would be. Even if he does, I can't put a timeline on it.
And you shouldn't put an expectation of that.
Sydney.
It's going to be...
that part, yeah, I would say. Yeah, don't put an expectation that he will change or that it's going to happen. Like, you could for yourself inwardly say, like, okay, I'm going to give this another 6 months, and then if I don't see anything, I'm going to file. Okay, that's kind of fine. I wouldn't say it to him, right? But knowing your boundaries with things, or your limitations, shall we say, with things, that's fine. My advice is this. If you're seeing the therapist, you like the therapist, call your husband out in therapy.
Have the conversation there.
Yes, tell the therapist, he sits here, he nods, he agrees, but he does nothing. I don't see progress. Any of these skills that we're talking about in this room stay in this room. They don't follow us home. So what's up with that? And then have the therapist dive in with him. Hey, what's going on? Is there something blocking that you can't utilize these skills? One of the things I say in therapy very often is there's always a gap between insight and implementation. We've gotten insight, but we're lacking the implementation. So what's the problem, right? And honestly, that's the bulk of therapy. Like, most people kind of know what they should be doing, or they kind of know the direction they want to go in. They just can't, and they can't figure out what's stopping them from getting there. That's the therapist's job. So to me, if you like the therapist, make the therapist do his job.
Right. And not tell you to set your expectations.
Right,
lower.
exactly. Part of the problem with this, though, I'll just go ahead and say, I'm not trying to shit on the therapist. We definitely need more men as therapists, right? Regardless of...
Do we?
We do. No, we do. We honestly do. Especially for men.
I mean, it was all developed by men, so...
I understand.
And they didn't do the best job.
I'm not saying, like, carry old Freudian shit forward. I'm not saying that, but like...
How is your relationship with your mom?
Your mother. Have you seen that girl on TikTok who does the cunty Freud?
No.
Oh, I have to send it to you. It's so funny. She has this like crocheted beard and she's like, hello, it's Conti Freud. I'm here again. And it gives the best. It's just hilarious. Anyways, sorry, focus.
We are Jungians in this facility. We are not Freudian.
Oh my God. So here's the thing. Yes, I think that we do need more male therapists, but I think part of the problem is that when you are in a relationship where everything feels so bad, and then you go into the therapy room and it feels good, it's kind of like the avoidant thing where it's like, I don't want to wreck the calm. Right?
For sure.
So you don't want to, like, the therapy's nice and he seems amenable and he sounds like he's listening. So I don't really want to kneecap him and make it to where he doesn't. But you can't have that attitude. You can't be too precious with this. You have to call it out and say, like, and you don't have to be mean. You can just say, like, I don't understand. And maybe we should explore that.
I understand, like, from a male perspective, especially having done relationship therapy in certain ways. I understand, like, fawning. I understand kind of trying to keep the peace, and I understand not wanting to speak up in fear of being ganged up on.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I understand that. It totally makes sense to me.
Sure.
That's
But
probably not what's happening here. But
probably not what's happening.
I do
here.
understand where the hesitation would come from speaking up about this. But honestly, she's been very articulate in this email. Like, I feel like she has said this before.
Yeah.
She's put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah. Also, he could be one of those people that any way that she tries to phrase something is not good enough. Any way that she tries to think it through, that to be nice, to be curious, to be this, to be that, it always hits him and he becomes defensive and critical.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Right? So there may be no way to actually address this on their own, especially if he won't talk to her. But if he is actually reporting for therapy, putting his ass on the couch, use that time and align with the therapist to say, like, I love everything that we're doing in here. I don't see that it has legs outside of here. And we need to figure out why.
You could also take advantage of that situation if you can financially afford it, of going twice a week instead of once a week. If he won't give you the more time that you need to build, or feel like you need to build that relationship, you could always ask for more time with the therapist.
You could also just suggest that he speak to the therapist one-on-one.
True that.
Because maybe he doesn't really understand the disconnect. And if you're out of the room, he can, freely explore what's going on with the therapist in a way that he would feel pressured or judged if she's sitting there.
True. True.
So there's many different ways to skin this cat, but it all kind of like goes back to get back in the room with the therapist and see what can be done.
Keep working. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep working it.
All right, great. Cool. Okay. Now, your favorite segment. It's time for the desired data, the lab coat lowdown, the citation sensation. It's time for Science Says, where we see what science has to say about sex.
What does science have to say about sex?
So this one's interesting to me. I think you'll like this one.
Okay.
So where do you think orgasm comes from? Just from the genitals? Does it come from the brain? Does it come from...
I figure it's a chemical drop.
You think so?
Yeah. Pituitary drop, right?
Where do you think the chemicals are? Haven't thought about this before, huh?
No, not really.
Not really. Most people haven't.
I assume it's the same place as you get your adrenochrome.
Yeah, the adrenochrome. Yeah, exactly. Adrenochrome. From small children, we grind them up.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I'm just going to put that one to the side. A groundbreaking 2025 study published in Nature Communications has challenged the long-held belief that the brain is the sole command center for male sexual response. Now, keep in mind, this is just males.
Okay.
Okay, we're only studying males. So, all right, naughty boy.
To be fair, we only
naughty boy. Back to Conti Freud again. Yes. Researchers at the Champlenaud Foundation discovered that a specific group of neurons in the spinal cord, those are galanin expressing or gal plus neurons, play a far more active and decisive role in male orgasm. These neurons don't just relay messages from the brain, they integrate sensory input, respond to the body's arousal state, and even seem to somehow know if ejaculation has recently occurred, contributing to the refractory period. That old bugaboo of male
so your
sexuality.
body knows.
Yeah,
cool.
But not just the brain. That there's a different, basically like remote response center away from the brain.
So like a third party.
Kind of like tracking all of this, right? It's kind of like Amazon with logistics. It's got a third party.
We got a third party out there.
Yeah, before we deliver the package. Okay. This discovery opens up exciting new avenues for understanding and potentially treating sexual dysfunctions like premature or delayed ejaculation, or by focusing on these specific spinal circuits.
Interesting.
I know, right? It also makes me curious about people who have had spinal cord injuries, who can still have ejaculation.
It kind of all checks out.
Yeah, right.
Like together.
Amazing.
Like, how are they figuring that out? That's good.
This discovery of the spinal cord's role in ejaculation could lead to new, more targeted treatments for sexual dysfunction in males. So there's some good news.
So
science hasn't abandoned you.
We don't have to pull the science never abandoned me.
I know. Me, on the other hand.
I'm in America. Everything was made for me.
Yeah. Speaking of.
So heart failure, we can, the heart guys might be able to get a better
Get it
pill
going
soon.
again.
Great.
Exactly.
That's all we need is more 60-year-olds able to.
Watch them come out with like a spinal cord injection kind of thing.
One time
Right.
use.
One-time
Can't
use.
figure out periods, but one-time use, you can get hard-ons to your 95.
This weekend, one of my kids, I don't remember which one, started saying something about male birth control. And they said something like, I wish they had male birth control. And Eric goes, they do. I'm like, screams. And he goes, it's just very final. And I popped up and I was like, actually, they've had male birth control pills for a while. FDA just won't greenlight them because of the side effects. You want to know what the side effects are?
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't the side effects just like moody?
Like headache.
Oh my God.
I'm not even kidding. I think nausea a little bit. That's about it. I'm not even joking.
They can't make a peptide out of this? I feel like this is peptide material.
Come on. And a couple of years ago, they had that testicle hot tub.
Yes.
Yeah, that you just soak them for like...
That was the greatest commercial I've ever seen.
Like an hour or two at a time, and it knocks them out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what the hot tubs are there for.
Anyway, don't spread misinformation. That somebody's going to think they're fine to raw dog it after just floating in a hot tub for an hour.
Definitely don't do that.
No. Okay.
Don't assume you can ever raw dog it.
No.
If you don't want kids. If you do want kids, raw dog it all day. Have fun.
Yeah, that's kind of the only way to do that, honestly. Anyways.
Don't use condoms when trying to have kids. I'm just trying to give you guys, sound advice over here.
I don't know that you should be leading the sex ed for the nation. Just gonna put that out there.
I went to public school in Texas. I definitely am not the one who needs to be giving sex ed.
I have a question for you. And any of the male viewers. If you're listening to this, comment in the chat, like below in the comment section. When you as a male in Texas had sex education, did they show you?
No.
They didn't show you like the male genitals.
You mean when they took us into
illustrated? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. When they took us into 2 rooms, they did not show us the female genitals.
No, not that. No, but not that.
We saw the man video that was 5 minutes long, and then they gave us deodorant
with like a black and white. Like, here's your balls, here's the vas deferens, here's all the...
It was more focused on, like, hair...
growth?
Like, body odor and, like, things like that. It was...
So nothing about anatomy?
I don't remember. It was, like, 3rd grade. I have no idea. It was super early. 5th grade, 4th grade?
That's fair.
Somewhere in there. But I do remember how little information we got on the female form.
Sure.
Altogether.
Did they tell you anything?
No. Not really. I mean, they might have shown like pubic hair
Maybe you've heard
where
of
it grows
these
on women.
Oh.
Like the illustrations of like the armpit and the crotch. And then the male side has like armpit, crotch, and chest hair.
Kind of
back hair. Right.
Yeah. They're like, you may have heard of these things called women.
But yeah, everybody's like, oh, men don't know where the clitoris is. Be like, yeah, nobody told you where the clitoris was, to be fair.
And to be fair, that's what made me ask this question, because I was thinking, how crazy would it be if your information about sexuality like left off the head of the penis?
Yeah.
Like they just deleted it from the diagram.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what little girls learning about female anatomy is. The clitoris is nowhere on there.
Really?
And yeah, absolutely not.
I need to go back and watch this video.
They also don't really show the exterior. They just show like the black and white, of the uterus and the fallopian tubes and all that kind of stuff.
Which, by the way, did not know this until very recently. The fallopian tubes are not in a T. They sit right next to
no. Yeah. It's just wadded up in a weird...
Just an illustration.
Yeah. It's an illustration of basically how they would fish it out of a cadaver and lay it out. God. Like, if you think about it. But, right?
I am not the dark one this episode, just so we're all on the same page. It is not me this time.
What's up next?
Next, we have Mary that has left a message, and we're going to play the message for you guys.
Okay, cool.
So my best friend has recently started dating a married man, a man who's still legally married. He's been separated from his wife for at least 6 months, but because I'm a total stalker, I looked him up in public court records, and he hasn't even filed for divorce yet.
Yikes.
I'm not sure how serious they are, but it seems to be extremely common in all my circles to date people who are still legally married. And even if they aren't serious now, what if it becomes serious and he's still married? Personally, if I know for sure someone is actually divorced, they've at least filed, I think a casual thing is fine. But I think it's a really bad idea to seriously date someone who's still legally married. They are still tied to each other in so many ways, and it would just feel bad to me. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, bless her. She's so cute.
Thank you for the thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah.
Don't date married men. I'm just going to blanket statement. If they're still married, don't date them, because that means if you do end up getting in serious relationship with them and you're married, you still can't trust them.
I mean, she did basically call it out, right? Is that is the pitfall that you may start off casual, but then what happens if you're not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's a mess. And she's saying that it's like really common in her friend group that like a lot of people are doing this.
They could be young. It's expensive to get divorced.
Yeah. I don't care. Well, so is dating.
Dating is
save
more
your
expensive,
money.
arguably. Well, I guess it's an upfront cost.
Which gets you laid. So, somebody's going to throw their money probably towards that than divorce.
True.
Like if they, especially if they are actually separated, then it's like, well,
They're not living at the house. It's fine.
Why follow through with the whole thing? I'm fine now, basically.
Right.
Ugh. Blech.
I mean, how long? I want to know how long it usually takes for like the average couple to divorce. Like from the conversation of divorce till the actual paperwork. Because if I can remember, the only divorce I really know that impacted me was like my parents, and they got divorced when I was 7, or they separated when I was 7. I don't know when they got divorced. I assume it was pretty quickly.
So mine, I can tell you mine.
Okay.
Mine was from December 25th, 2019.
Is when you said you wanted a divorce.
Until October 15th, I think, of 2020.
So it's like 10 months.
Yeah. And that was during COVID.
Yeah.
So you couldn't move very fast in those days. Like finding a new place, or like the courts were bogged down,
So 10 months is, it's still, but you knew you were getting divorced. Like
that was pretty fast track.
That was pretty.
No, there was some waffling in there. There was still, should we, can we,
I mean, yeah, especially when you can't get apartment complexes to call you back. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have been the reason. That was sometimes his reason.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I know people that sit on it for years. Because I mean,
I know.
Isn't it like $3,000 to get divorced? Like it's something crazy.
I paid $151 for mine. We split it down the middle.
Oh yeah, you guys had a very amicable relationship.
Yeah, it was like deuces, bye.
Yeah.
I chewed my arm off to get out of the trap, so it was like that, pretty easy.
Well, then that's not too bad. Why are we dragging our feet on this? Especially if you're not living together.
Because people are emotional about it, and then they take it out in the courts. I even have like a book on tap for how to divorce a narcissist, because that's who will largely draw these things out. People.
They're not going to make it easier for you.
Yeah. They just want to hurt the other person, so they draw it out for forever and they make it expensive. It's gross.
That's crazy.
It's really gross. I knew of a couple one time. I had them in therapy, and then later just her, where the court had to issue a decision in absence of him signing and agreeing, because he had been evading it for so long. Yeah. And so they just like forced it.
So the court's like, you win. If he wants to contest this or appeal it, he's going to have to go to court to appeal it.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Yep, exactly.
And nobody thought about appealing it.
He did. He came back and he threatened to afterwards.
Yeah.
But then he just never actually did it.
Not surprising at all.
Yeah.
That is some textbook narcissism.
You want to know what else I remember from that client? There was a point where we did a session about how angry she was that he paid into Elon Musk's Kickstarter campaign and was going to get a flamethrower out of it.
Flamethrower.
Remember that?
That was like $2,000, by the way.
Yeah.
That was not cheap.
That's what she was mad about.
Like the Kickstarter was like $2,000, you get a flamethrower.
And I don't think he ever did.
He probably did. I mean, they did get their flamethrowers, but it's like they don't really work.
I don't remember. I just remember the session. We spent a session.
I saw one for $1,000 on Marketplace.
Oh my
God. That was like,
Does it? Is it like signed? Like, does it look even like? Cool?
No, it's the same thing. It's like they have like Tesla key chains and all the others. It's all the same. Like it's just branded.
Does it have like Tesla branding on the side of the flamethrower? That's weird.
It is. Weird.
I want to see a video where someone takes one of those Tesla flamethrowers and hits a Tesla truck with it, and then how well does it stand up to the Tesla flamethrower? Now that'd be good YouTube right there.
They couldn't protect the car from a baseball.
I know.
They're gonna.
No, I don't. But I'd watch it. I'd watch watch.
I do believe
Tesla eat itself. I'd watch that.
I do believe those Cybertrucks are made with adhesive. Like they use a lot of adhesive on it. So it's like if you hit that with a flamethrower, the
It's
side
just gonna
panel would
kinda
fall
melt.
off.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Wow.
Great. Now it's time for the vibe check. This is where Sid and I review sexual and mental wellness items and ask, does it do the thing?
Does it do the thing?
Does it do the thing? Sydney, today I have one of our favorites.
This one I actually did. I have participated in, just so everybody knows.
This is not... It's not.
I've suggested it a few times actually now too.
It's not as sensational, but it's one of my absolute favorite books to recommend. Today we have Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. So you've actually read this book.
Emily
Dr.
Nagoski.
Sorry, excuse me.
If I went to school that long, I would not.
Because it's Emily Nagoski, PhD. So it's not like Dr. Nagoski. You know what I mean? Like they don't write it out like that. So
Whatever.
I don't think about
PhD.
that. It's not fair. I'm
that
not
much school. I'm doing
not
it.
trying to be shady. So what do you think about the book? You've read it. You recommend it to people.
So since we were on the subject of sex education
yes.
in the Bible Belt,
Bleh.
also not being taught really. I mean, health class taught some. But I mean, whatever.
Little.
There's a lot of things that you don't learn, and that book will open up your mind about a lot of things inside interpersonal relationships.
Absolutely.
Not just
sex.
Not just sex, but it helps you understand accelerators and brake pedals and all the things.
The dual control model that she discovered through her reason. Well, I don't remember if it was just. I don't remember if it was just her.
She illustrated it really well.
She definitely bulked up the research. Emily is very nerdy in a wonderful way. The book, though, is very, very readable. At the end of every chapter, she does a TLDR. Not kidding. So you have little takeaways for each chapter, which is great. But the dual control model is the concept that everyone, men and women both, have sexual brakes and sexual accelerators when it comes to desire. We used to just think that people just had an accelerator. So if somebody didn't feel like having sex, we just had to kind of locate that accelerator and mash on it. But if you have your brake engaged, stepping on the gas isn't going to do anything good for the car, right?
So do you think that's what porn is?
What do you mean?
Explaining to people of just accelerator, never thinking about the brakes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There are no brakes.
Like
They don't even have clothes on.
Yeah,
like,
so we don't even...
They just instantly go, done.
Just figure out how to make it work.
It's like all accelerator.
All the way through?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
Yeah, for sure. It also, one of the things that I love about this book is that it's really great for couples because it also speaks much more to kind of illustrating more female sexuality than male sexuality, which is kind of like a, dark area for most people.
A more complicated version.
Right. This puts forth the idea of responsive desire, which is not even like the societal norm. So it's not really represented in movies or novels or anything like that.
Right. Not even in romantic movies.
Nope. Nope.
So we have a
it.
whole section of the internet based on acceleration, but we have no media based on brakes.
Exactly. That's right.
Wild.
Which is why this is so important. It also comes in an audiobook, by the way. So if you don't want to lug around an analog, go for it for audio. It talks about context being important, about how stress, mood, and trust and body image can interplay with sexual desire and how they don't have to be roadblocks for couples. So that's very useful for me from a clinical perspective. And it definitely emphasizes that everyone is different. There are some kind of like broad strokes with typically male-bodied people and typically female-bodied people. There are trends in the research, obviously, but everybody is their unique little snowflake. And everybody, one of the things I love that it talks about is the arousal non-concordance thing, where and that's basically where the brain and the body are not moving in the same direction. So maybe the brain wants it, but the body doesn't, or the body wants it and the brain doesn't, kind of thing. And it's one of those things that, especially in couples therapy, always feels like kind of difficult and traumatic when something like that happens, whether it's a woman not, being ready enough, fast enough for sex, or men with erectile dysfunction. Right. That's basically what that is. Right. But it really helps to normalize that and helps you see like how frequently it can happen for everybody. And how it's not, if you view it as abnormal, you will magnify the problem.
It makes it worse.
Yes. If you view it as something that routinely happens, you can problem solve it and get past it faster.
Right. And you can find a balance.
Yeah, exactly.
On certain things.
Yep.
I listened to the audiobook. when I was walking my dogs. It was great. It's very enlightening. It starts getting, after about chapter 5, you start getting into like the real nitty gritty about it. But yeah, it's very educational.
It's definitely a good one. It's a good takeaway. There's the little TLDR at the end of it.
Nice.
She like summarizes the chapter. I think that's also great for people who have a little of the ADHD.
I'm going to take it back.
Take a little. Yeah. I love it.
Not reread the whole thing.
I know. She has a couple other books out. She has a follow-up one to this, but this is where you should start. And her and her sister also wrote a killer book about burnout. And I haven't read that one yet, but I want to. I definitely want to.
She couldn't read the book about burnout. It's too close to home.
I'm too busy to read the book about burnout. I think
that's
a problem.
That is the textbook continuing education.
Yes, exactly. My clients are driving me crazy and I'm in burnout.
I'm burned out. I need to read a book about burnout, please.
As always, we will have links for this in the show notes. Oh, as well as the research portion. If you want to know more about that research article that I cited, we'll have the links for that in the show notes too.
Definitely worth a read. If you have a library card or you have an Amazon account, it's very good.
Audible is your friend.
Audible is your friend. You can listen to it on the way home.
Let's get into our next and final segment then.
All right.
What do we got?
Our last thing we have today is Scott has an email.
Okay.
And he has a question.
Great.
Let's figure out what it is.
You going to try to read this one too?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try.
You're doing so great, buddy.
I try a lot
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You're really growing.
This is not me in the 5th grade, just so we're on the same page.
Good.
No one was this encouraging when I was in the 5th grade.
Wow. Maybe if they had been,
And it's the worst part is my whole family are readers.
Yeah.
Like all of them are just
annoying.
Are just ridiculous. My brother's like a hyperlexic.
Yeah.
He can read something one time, maintain an entire book. My dad literally he was reading books the entire time I was growing up and just watching him just burn through it. He tried to sit with me a few times to do the things. And I'm like, it had to have killed him because I know him and my brother just, they're just page flippers. And I'm sitting here like, click.
Oh,
click.
Good for you though.
But after college, I tried it again and come to find out it gets better.
It does get better. Don't give up.
Don't give up. Keep trying.
Okay.
And honestly, audiobooks helped a lot because it helps frame how you read it in your own mind. Like it gives you kind of a pace.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
No doubt.
Okay. So Scott in the email has, my girlfriend and I have been dating for a little over a year now. Recently, she asked if we could be in an open relationship.
Oh. All right.
I honestly don't know what she expects me to say. Same. I'm interested in what you did say, though.
Yep.
The way she framed it, it was clear. It was very calm and modern. She said it wasn't about loving me less. It will not wanting to feel restricted and wanting to explore experiences while we're still young. We're both in our 20s. I mean, that's pretty progressive.
Yeah.
Usually we don't hit that till we're in our 40s.
And how long have they been together?
Said a few years.
Oh.
No, a little over a year.
Oh.
No, it's too soon.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
bud.
that makes me wonder if she knew this about herself even before the relationship.
Yeah. Did she bring it up on the first date? Because
do you have to bring that up on the first date?
I mean, I kind of feel like you do.
Maybe.
Maybe. I feel like if you really want to get the point.
If you really know that this is what I want my life to look like.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a first date conversation, which is super weird and it can drive a lot of people away. But also, that's why I know you're not telling them on your first date because you're afraid you're going to drive them away. But you're going to drive them away eventually anyway.
It might be a good litmus test.
Right.
Yeah.
If they stay, then you're in a whole nother world. It's like, oh, okay, so you're cool with that part of it.
Great.
Let's see what else you can do.
You're pre-approved.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Honest communication, somewhat.
Yeah.
She talked about how this would be honestly communication and how some couples make it work. Okay.
Okay. Some do.
Yeah, some absolutely do.
That's
they go
true.
Decades married with this.
Don't know if it's y'all.
Maybe. I mean, it's only been a year, so I'm glad she's bringing it up now.
Yeah.
But if I'm being completely honest, I just feel insulted. Ooh, that's not a good approach about this. People can dress it up in language of growth or exploration, but at the gut level, it sounds like she's saying she wants to stability I provide while also seeking what else is out there. That's a fair concern. That's a fair thought.
Okay.
Little.
Now, saying she wants to seek what else is out there makes it sound like she's trying to explore her options. And like he's afraid she'll find somebody better and jump ship kind of vibe.
She might.
She might.
She might.
However.
But she could also do that without you.
That's, yep.
More importantly, she's bringing it up to you.
Yep.
Because she wants to continue being in a relationship with you.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay.
Just so everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. I don't know if he's on that page.
Definitely not. Somebody else out there. It's hard not to interpret that as a lack of real attraction.
Ooh, buddy.
I get it. I mean,
I do.
Probably.
He just doesn't sound like that type of guy.
It's a lot of questioning.
You're not that guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If someone is genuinely into you, the instinct usually isn't to go looking for additional options. The request itself makes me feel like I'm the safe choice, not the desired one. Relate,
Ooh.
Okay?
Guys keep bringing up that phrase "safe choice," and I'm so curious about this concept that men feeling as though their partner choosing them was safe is an insult.
This is this is reading real Chadley,
Yeah, it is.
Just throwing it out there. Nothing. And we all saw the TikToks, man versus bear.
Yeah.
Safe is not the word that they're using to describe being in a relationship with a man or living with a man.
That's true. However, if a woman does choose a man, hopefully that means she thinks that he's safe. But men read that as a negative.
Right. And this is a very hard concept to bring up to somebody.
Yeah.
Like this is, especially in your 20s, like to know that about yourself.
But he said the safe choice versus the desirable choice. So to him, safe and desired seem to be opposites. And that's what I find interesting. Because safe and desired aren't opposites if you think about it linguistically.
If you read the book.
But
if you read the book Come As You Are.
Yeah.
It will show you that those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Not opposites. And the level of safety is required for women to often feel sexual.
Right.
At least in some part.
At least the orgasm, at the very least.
But again, it's like this concept that they want women to desire them in a way that makes the woman feel unsafe. Seems to be, you know what I mean? The concept here. That's what I keep kind of like hearing is they want a woman who wants them so bad that they
bash their safety away. So
I'm willing to risk it for this dick right here. Right.
I'll jump off the boat into the ocean for that dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyway, sorry. Off topic.
It's a lot of ego.
Yeah.
She said I could take my time to think about it. So if you could give me some advice here, that would be great.
Brother, my advice is you're not that guy. That's basically it. Like you're just not that guy. You have a monogamy mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It feels insulting to you. I don't think it's going to get better. No matter how much she talks about it. It is not insulting to her. She is not trying to insult you. So what are we going to do? Like, what would this conversation be? Like, again, I go back to, we've talked about this intent versus impact. Her intent was not to be insulting.
No.
That's how he feels about it.
Right.
So we come to an impasse, right? She can explain it all day long. She can tell him this would build trust between us. This would make us stronger as a couple. It might for her. It might never for him. So here we are, right? If this is unless you want, I'll say this. I'll toss this out there. Okay. People are.
Take it if you want.
Yeah. They will surprise you all day long. So if you want to try to surprise yourself, you can try to read about it. You can try to, there's tons of great books out there on polyamory or open relationships, E&M, whatever you want to call it. Right. You can try to find testimonials from people. You can try to hear success stories. You can find them. Reddit, you can find them. Facebook, whatever. I don't know. You can. There are people who do make it work. There are people who find great benefit from it. You might find great benefit from it, but it might be after you have to climb over all of these other feelings that you have. And I'm not going to say it's just ego, because that's kind of rude, right? But it's not what feels safe to him.
Right.
Let's just put it flat like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if this is something that you're going to have to keep constantly checking your nervous system on, how happy are you going to be with this?
Yeah.
So to me, I think this is where we kind of say, hey, it's been nice, but I don't think our values align. I don't see how I would maintain that unless you want to try.
Because that's the question really is, she's not asking permission to do it. She's
wanting them to do it together.
Right.
Yeah.
She's asking if you would be that person for her.
Yeah.
And you might or you might not, right?
Yep.
But it sounds like she's not saying this to go back to where they were before.
Yeah.
She's not interested in being in a closed relationship
with him.
With you.
Yep. Exactly.
And if that's the hard truth, that's what you're really focusing on.
Right. And this goes back to something that I've said in other episodes, is where men don't have to just be endlessly flexible sexually. You can have boundaries. You can have emotional needs. This is a man talking about his emotional needs. Now, in kind of a convoluted way, I grant you, by saying, I feel it, this is insulting, but yeah, this is what he's saying. Like, he's saying emotionally, this does not align with what I want to experience with a partner. Great, dude. Great. Honor that for yourself. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. It's for a lot of other people. It don't have to be you. It doesn't.
No.
Just because people have this idea that men are supposed to want all the sex in the world, men are supposed to be as freaky as possible, blah, 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 blah. Not every dude is.
Nope.
And that's fine. That's fine. So be you. Pass on this one. It's kind of a tragedy, I guess, that your girlfriend of like a year or something has decided that she wants to do this and this is where we part ways. But tragedies happen all the time.
Yeah.
You can let go. You can move on, whatever.
You're in your 20s.
Yeah, exactly. You're young.
You'll find someone.
It'll be fine. You will also probably find a lot of people who want to maintain monogamy with you. There's a ton of them out there. You will also potentially find a lot of people who will tell you that they want to maintain monogamy with you and fucking won't. And that's sad. And I'm sorry for that. But there's a lot more people who are into monogamy than really E&M or poly. So your odds are good, dude. Take it on the chin and move on.
Just be honest with yourself if you're looking for a long-term or short-term relationship. It's just all about what you want and what you need. She's being honest and open with you and expressing how she feels. But that being said, the genie's out of the bottle. Yeah. And you can't put the cork back on.
And you can thank her for that honesty.
Right.
And say, that's led me to a point of clarity about us. I wish you the best. Bye-bye.
It's not something I'm comfortable with.
Right. Or again, if you want to explore it and you want to see if you can change your mind, fine. Just be honest with yourself. Don't force it. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to accept something to stay with someone simply because they decided it for you.
Also, opening a marriage is consensual between two people. So it's also about constant consent. Mm-hmm. It's not just a one-time thing.
Not a one-time thing.
You can always
it's like sunscreen.
Retract. Right.
You got to be putting it on all the time. Yeah.
Anyway, that's where we're at on that. Congratulations. You're got a lot of thinking to do.
You've got to, Oh. All right. Okay. Well, that pretty much does it for today.
That's it.
Good.
That's all I got for you.
Okay. All right. Well, as always, big thanks to all of our submitters today for calling, emailing, all of that. If you have any questions or stories you'd like to share on the show, please email us at hello@betweensessionspodcast.com or hit up the 24/7 hotline at 682-422-7732. Again, that's 682-422-7732. Please give us a subscribe, like, and follow on all platforms. Check out the website to get on the mailing list and stay up to date on any local special events. And as always, big thanks to our sponsors, Ritual Hair Co. in Dallas, and Private Room Supplements for all your sexual wellness needs. I'll see you next session. All right, now get out.